Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Samantha. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my top 10 nude lipsticks. It's been difficult, but I've managed to choose just 10. I didn't think I was going to be able to do it at one point, and I'm already thinking, should I include this one, should I include that? But I'm going to stick to this 10. And yeah, I was going to initially share with you my top 5 nude liquid lipsticks and top 5 nude regular lipsticks, but I thought no, I'm going to put them all in one video. And yeah, I hope that you really enjoy this. You'll have to obviously let me know as always down below. So the first one, you're probably going to guess which brand this is from, and they're not in any particular order. I love them all the same, but this one is definitely a firm favourite. It's the Revolution Pro Supreme Matte Lip Pigment. I've chosen the shade Facade, and I've also got another one in here as well. I'll just mention that. And sometimes I have doubled up just because we're talking about the shades and the formula, not just the formula. These are my favourites that I'm grabbing. This one in particular I'm loving at the moment for that ombre lip look, and I just love it. Not only do I love the packaging, and let's face it, it does look so much more expensive. It's a dupe of a more expensive brand, of course, and in fact actually you did tell me that it was too. So I mean, that's a plus point, and these are only £4, which is amazing. And then when you get into the actual doe foot applicator, it's quite flat, but it's also wide as well, so it's just perfect, to be honest. It has got the regular material that they use on these applicators, but there's a difference with this one. It actually bends, so when you apply it, it molds to the lip. And in fact, actually, when I applied these for the very first time, I couldn't believe how easily they applied, how quickly I was able to apply the product as well. If you've seen some of my try-ons, you will know that sometimes I find it difficult. I also tend to go over the lip, and it all becomes a little bit messy. But not with this. I mean, it was so easy, and you have control, especially with that, movable applicator. I mean, it's not wobbly or anything, it's just got a little bit of bendiness to it, which I love. Not only that, so I love the packaging so far, I love the price, I love the doe foot applicator, and I also love the formula. The formula is amazing. It's creamy. It dries down slowly. So if you're like me and you do tend to go over the lip a little bit onto the skin, or you make a mess, whatever you do, this product is for you, because rather than getting your brush out, getting your foundation out and touching up your lip, which I have to do with other brands, not with this. You can just wipe it away. It also is so comfortable, so when it dries down, and I found this with very quick drying liquid lipsticks, they really do suck the lip in. They suck the life out of the lip, and then you try and speak and you can tell that your lips feel so tight and uncomfortable. Not with this. Very comfortable. It's a comfortable matte formulation, and once this is on, it doesn't budge on me. I can drink, I can eat. If you do have to reapply, I would suggest perhaps just touching up the area where the product has come away from, or ideally I would remove the liquid lipstick and then reapply. I don't think that this doubles up very well. You just don't need it. It's a one swipe lipstick, and one swipe and you're covered. You just don't need to double up on it, and it is such a brilliant product. I love it, and it's affordable, and it looks good. Love it. Okay, the next one is from Maybelline, and this is from the Gigi Hadid collection, and this looks like that. It is amazing, and if this is not available any longer, perhaps if you already have this, this will perhaps inspire you to dig this lipstick out again, because like with the eyeshadow palettes, it's so easy to accumulate so many lip products as with eyeshadow palettes, and we forget what we've got. So I like watching these videos, and it then inspires me to pull out that lipstick again that I once loved, to use it again. And you know, in the first place, we must have loved it because we purchased it and we wore it a lot. This one, I have done exactly that. So I wore it and wore it when I first purchased it, but I've just recently took it out of my collection and I've started wearing it again, and I am obsessed. And the shade is Taura. So the packaging is very nude, as the shade of the lipstick suggests as well. I just love this collection, I really did, and Taura is amazing. It's one of those shades that goes with so much, and also I like the formulation as well with this. Again, it's very comfortable, very creamy. I wouldn't say that it is very or extremely matte. It's comfortable. And I think the brands that do these kind of lipsticks have really created a brilliant formula. Revolution have done it, Maybelline have done it, and they've brought out these very comfortable, creamy lipsticks that last and last and last. So as with the first one, this one doesn't suck the life out of your lip, it doesn't dry it out. And I also really love the lip liner to this as well. In fact, when I ombre with this first shade, Facade, I use the Taura lip liner, or I will use the Chauffeur lip liner from Revolution. Either one of those works, but at the moment I'm obsessed with the Taura lip liner as well as the Taura lipstick. I just love it. It's such a beautiful colour. It's got a little bit of a pink mauve tone to it, and that is what I really like. In fact, I was actually very surprised about the shade Facade, because I've never really thought that peach tones work well, you know, with my colouring, but it really does. So yeah, really love Taura, but of course really love that one as well. I mean, I love them all. The next one is very similar to the Gigi Hadid Maybelline lipstick. It's one that I forgot about. I forgot about these, and how could I? It's an amazing lipstick as well as a shade. An amazing shade. I just love it. It is a little bit more expensive. So the first one from Revolution Pro was £4. The Maybelline, I can't remember, was it £7.99, £8.99? Yeah, I think it was about that price point. This one is a little bit more, well, it is a lot more expensive. It is the Kat Von D Everlasting Lipstick, liquid lipstick in Bow and Arrow. First of all, I love the packaging. I just love this. This shade is my all-time favourite from the brand, and it's one of those shades that if I don't know what else to wear, I can put this on, and it just is a beautiful tone. You've got your classic doe foot here, doesn't move, still the same material as the Revolution Pro, but I do tend to find that this is a little bit tricky, or trickier to apply, but also the product is very similar, as in it's not that thin, quick drying formula, it's a little bit thicker than that, and it works so well. Again, this is a one swipe liquid lipstick. You don't need to keep reapplying it. It is just a beautiful shade, and it is that one there. Just stunning. So whereas this was peachy, this is more pink peach, this one is more of your neutral, and I just absolutely love it. Okay, and of course I'll have all of the links down below. So this one is from Morphe. I have mentioned this before. The packaging on these have changed. They are now square rather than circular. I've mentioned that yesterday in my video. I really love these. I love the formulation, and I love the shades that they came out with. Out of all of my collection, I'm still loving this shade, and it is Virgin. I just think the packaging, I know that it's obviously square now, not round, but it's still quite simplistic in the packaging that they have changed to, and I really like that. In fact, I prefer square over round, but I still like this packaging. Like I say, it's simple, it is effective, and it's professional, and I just really like it. Going into the product itself, you've got a regular doe foot applicator. This one again is more of your, it's not quite as peach as the first one, but it's not quite as neutral as bow and arrow. I suppose if you mix that one and that one together, you may just come out with that shade there, Virgin. I just think it's amazing. And again, it's the same formula. It's not thin and quick drying. It is a little bit thicker and a little bit more slow drying. Not as slow as the Revolution Pro, but it is still quite slow. And all of these last so long. The next one is a regular lipstick, and again, you're going to probably guess this one. It's from Revolution Pro. Again, I love these Revolution Pro regular lipsticks for the shades that they came out with for me to ombre with. I just love it. I also think that when you apply them, they look so beautiful on the lip. I don't know what they've done with this formula, but when you put it on, my lips look so velvety and smooth. I just love it. And again, they're very affordable. I think these are £5. They're quite chunky, as in they're a little bit thicker than a regular lipstick, sorry. When I put up the Morphe, which is actually probably a very similar size to a regular lipstick, you can see that they are a little bit, this one from Revolution Pro is a little bit thicker. So if you have, like I did, those clear lipstick plastic where you can store your lipsticks anyway, these are a little bit too big for that. So if you've got the stands where it doesn't have the actual lipstick, you know, where the lipstick slide into, and it just lines up, then that's going to work for these because they are a little bit bigger, but it doesn't bother me whatsoever. I love the packaging, very sleek, very professional. I just love it. And then going into the actual product, this is the shade Rebellious, and this is beautiful. The name doesn't really go with the shade at all. I would expect Rebellious to be, I don't know, a brighter shade. But this is just stunning because I was so disappointed with the shade Prevail. That is, it looks very similar to this, as in it's a beautiful, muted, soft, like very blush tone, I suppose. But when you apply it, when it hits the heat of your lips, it turns into a very vibrant pink, very similar to the pink in there. Not actually quite as bright as that, actually. That looks very bright on camera. It doesn't look as bright in real life. But anyway, it looks that kind of bubblegum pink. But this stays true to the shade. I'll swatch it. This is actually one of my favourite to ombre with because it is so beautiful. It's got that flush of pink running through it, so it works very well with my skin tone. It is quite matte, this one, and it does tend to pull on the lip slightly, but it is a very opaque lipstick and I just love it. What I will say, and I've also got another one of these to share with you, what I will say is that the formulations change. So one may be like this one, a little bit more matte, but another one may be a little bit more soft and creamy, but they all work in the same way. They're all very long wearing and stunning. Revolution have really, well, their formulas are second to none, and not only that, they're not very expensive. So they give you exactly what we want. We want the products to work and we don't want them to be too expensive, and they have done so well with their formulas. So that's the first one from them, that lipstick, that's Rebellious. Now I'm going on to the second one. This is also Revolution Pro, but it's going back to their their matte lip pigment, and this one is still a nude, but it is different to this one. So this one was a very light tone, very peachy in tone. This one is visionary. It's too hot for me to even talk. I love this. Now, like I said, the first one was peach. This one is pink. I don't know why I can't speak today. It must be the heat. Yeah, visionary. As easy as that. Again, all of the plus points that I spoke about in the first shade, this has got it as well. Beautiful packaging, a lovely doe foot applicator that bends and curves to the lips. The formulation is amazing. It lasts, dries down slowly, so you've got that comfortable feeling on the lip. But this one is more of your pink tone, so you can definitely see the difference there. It's just stunning. I love it so much. And also, if you are loving my eye look, that is coming up very soon, or it may be that I've already put the video up, so you already know what this is. I'm not quite sure when I'm going to put that video up. I'm recording a few in one day, so you may already have seen it, but if you haven't, it's coming up very soon, and it is stunning, just like these liquid lipsticks and the regular lipsticks. Okay, the next one is another liquid lipstick, and I've spoken about these quite a lot over the last, well, definitely within my series of top 5, and I've already mentioned the brand, but these are something totally different, and it is the Jouer lip products. Now, I can't remember the actual name of these because it doesn't say, and even if it did, it's so tiny I couldn't read it, but it is the Jouer liquid lipsticks, and of course I will have the link down below for you. I love these. Now, this one was within their nude collection, and I knew I was definitely going to get the nude collection because I'd heard so many good things about these liquid lips. The shades look amazing, and like I said, you know, like I said before, these gift packs that you can get at Christmas time, they really give you that chance to try out different shades, different formulas, different products, you know, at a very low cost. But the full size of these I would certainly recommend as well. So I know that the gift packs are not available now, but these liquid lips are amazing, and the shades are just beautiful as well. This is Tawny Rose. Also, what I really like is, and I've mentioned it before as well, but I'm going to say it again, when people, or brands I should say, when companies do minis, they typically give you, I don't know, a cheaper and less nice looking packaging. Not with these. They look exactly the same as their full sized counterparts. I really love it. I love the fact that I've got a Jouer lipstick. It looks like it, it performs like it. Everything is the same apart from it is a mini, and I really enjoy it. This one is my absolute favourite, and it is definitely one that I am going to repurchase. And again, it's that similar formulation, quite thick, quite moussey, quite creamy, and it doesn't dry down really quickly. Definitely not as slow as this again, but it just dries down nicely on the lip, so that, you know, it's comfortable, but it's long wearing as well. And if you haven't tried these and you want a beautiful liquid lipstick, you need to try these. You can pick these up on beautybay.com, and like I said, I'll have the link for you. So this is a beautiful nude pink shade, absolutely stunning. Okay, so I've got 3 more for you, and the next one is something that I don't think I've spoken about. I may have shown you, I may not. I've got another one of these to share with you in a video, but I just love it. I've worn it numerous times and it is just amazing. And it is the e.l.f. Liquid Matte Lipstick in the shade Tea Rose. Now I liked their, and they do like, it's like a lip pencil, but it's like also it's like a lip pencil and a lipstick in one. But it looks quite long and thin in a matte black packaging, and I had one of those in the shade Tea Rose and loved it. So when I came across this in Superdrug in Norwich, their liquid lipsticks, I thought, wow, I've got to try these. Again, they're not that expensive, but they are available in Superdrug. So if your Superdrug does offer the e.l.f. brand, do have a look, because you may just find it. To start with, I love the packaging. Again, it's very simple, but it's very professional. I really like that. Very similar to the Morphe, but this is much more, you know, you can't see it. I don't know what I'm trying to say. The heat's starting to get to me. Yeah, it's not clear, basically. When you take it out, it's got a heart-shaped doe foot applicator this time, little bit at an angle. It doesn't smell of anything in particular, a little bit of chemicals, but that's fine. And I really love the shade of this. This is much more of a mauve shade. Again, the formula is as with the others. It's very creamy, moussey, that kind of thing. The doe foot applicator does bend, but it's totally different. So it's very similar to the Revolution Pro lipsticks, liquid lipsticks, as in the applicator does, you know, mold to the lip, but it is in that different shape. It's just a beautiful lipstick, stunning, and again, very inexpensive. Not as inexpensive as Revolution Pro, but still quite inexpensive. Okay, the next one, I'm sure I can get to the last two without melting, fingers crossed. Okay, so the last two. This one is the last one from Revolution Pro, and it's their regular lipstick. Stunning, beautiful. This was, well, it's very similar to the other one, Rebellious, in that it's a light shade, and I actually didn't pick this up initially because I thought it's way too light, but then I saw it in Superdrug in Norwich and I thought, I've got to have it. It's beautiful. It's going to work perfectly with an ombre lip again, and it's the shade Heroine. So again, very professional packaging, stunning. This time it's much more of a pink tone. So let me just swatch this one. This one is much more soft and creamy as well. Rebellious is a little bit more matte. This one is soft, it's creamy, it is amazing. And there you can see how pink it is, but it's also not pink as in unwearable. It is just beautiful. And in this heat, it is melting slightly, a bit like me. I just love it. Again, you can see they're all very similar shades, but that is what I like. This one is a little bit different. This one is from NYX, and it is another brand that I really like. So all of these brands that I've shared with you today, not only do I like their lip products, but I like their eye products. I like it when they come out with something new. However, I do find with NYX that their eyeshadows are a little bit hit and miss, but some are just outstanding. Now this is one of their soft matte lip creams, and it's in the shade Toulouse. It is just beautiful. Not only are these amazing, you know, to apply, to wear, they're long lasting. I just love the new shades that they've come out with, and not only that, they are relatively inexpensive, and I like the fact that I can just go to Boots and pick them up, which is definitely a plus. Their doe foot applicator is a regular doe foot applicator, and this shade is a little bit deeper. But I really like the formulation of these. It goes on quite thick and moussey, but when you apply it, it's quite a thin formulation as well. It's quite difficult to explain. Now this actually looks quite deep on me, even though it dries down darker. When you first apply it and swatch it, it looks quite light, but actually it looks quite deep on me. I really, really like it. It's a beautiful taupe shade with that rosiness to it as well. And you can see that I do like all that. Well, I mean, I have branched out and I've got a peach tone there, but they're all very, very similar. All have a little bit of pink to them, which I find really works with my skin tone. So yeah, I really love the NYX soft matte lip creams, and I had to include one of them in here. I really like London as well. I like that a lot, but this one, Toulouse, is just that kind of shade that I know is going to work with most of the eye looks that I create. Not all of them. I don't think it would go with the look that I've got on today, which I'm loving. But yeah, absolutely beautiful. And in fact, the Revolution Pro matte lip pigments, I also like Veil, but you know, like I say, I could have chosen 20 shades because I just love nudes. Amazing, and I have got so many, but these are my top 10 at the moment. They're shades that I'm gravitating to, grabbing, and I'm sure, just like the eyeshadow palettes, you know, there's shades that you're going to say, well, why didn't you include this, or how could you have missed that one? But these are what I'm loving at the moment, and yes, it may change over the next month or so, but these are what I'm loving at the moment. And not only that, I think nudes and, you know, lip shades as well as eyeshadows are very seasonal. You know, obviously we change our makeup in the summer, particularly to the autumn and winter and spring, of course. So I'll just show you the shades once more, and of course I'll have them listed in the order of how I spoke about them. And I would really love your feedback. I've just about managed it. I feel a bit like I'm going to wilt now, so I think I need to go and cool off. So yeah, I'd really love your feedback. I would love to know, is there any of your favourites in here? And if not, what are your favourites? As with the eyeshadow palettes, I would love to know that. And of course, if you have just stumbled across my channel, please do subscribe to watch further videos. I upload every day apart from Sundays, and do select that notification bell if you are already subscribed or if you are new, to ensure that you get updated every time I upload. But until tomorrow, thank you so much for watching. Thank you. Bye.